Hi guys, Victoria here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. I am bringing you today a little bit of a vlog style video from a few days of my life. Last Monday I decided that I wanted to do a weekly vlog, but then I kind of wasn't able to vlog every day because I just forgot to take out my camera and record. But I do have a few snippets from a few days from last week, and at the end I also decided to add some footage that I recorded a few months ago that I never used on my channel yet, and it kind of goes with the theme of today's video, which is a few days of my life when I am being a tourist in my own country or in my home countries, because I have two home countries. One of them is Hungary, where I am from, and the other one is Austria, where I live. And the footage that you are looking at right now is from the mountains of West Hungary, which are basically the foot of the Austrian Alps. We have a little bit of an area with mountains there, which is on the Hungarian side, and my mom loves to go hiking there, and on her birthday we went both together to do a hike in the woods and on the mountains, and I shot some footage there. It was in the middle of February and we had a beautiful hike. It was fairly warm weather for winter, and we really enjoyed the route that my mom has chosen for us. It was quite an exciting one with quite some elevation and some challenges on the way as well. And we also encountered a few deers on our way, so I was trying to take some footage of one of the deer that we saw, since I think that was the first time in my life that I actually met a deer while I was hiking in these woods, so it was quite a unique experience. Of course, we couldn't really get very close because they heard us and they ran away. Later that week, friends of mine were visiting me in Vienna, and we decided to go to the Mystery of Banksy exhibition. Banksy is a British street art artist and political activist whose identity remains unconfirmed. Active since the 1990s, his satirical street art and subversive epigrams combine dark humor with graffiti executed in a distinctive stenciling technique. His works of political and social commentary have appeared on streets, walls and bridges throughout the world. Banksy's work grew out of the Bristol underground scene. The exhibition, The Mystery of Banksy, A Genius Mind, brings the world-famous street art of the anonymous genius to Vienna, where 150 reproductions of his best-known works are displayed. The street artist rarely makes spoken statements, choosing instead to speak through his work. He is, for example, behind the Waldorf Hotel in Bethlehem, located just meters away from the West Bank barrier. Banksy's works in Gaza and the West Bank range from murals along the segregation wall of Jerusalem and Bethlehem and on destroyed buildings to the Waldorf Hotel in Bethlehem. In his art, Banksy highlights the search for freedom, flight and the military oppression on site that occurs under the scrutiny of the world. The Israeli barrier wall stretches along the borderline between Israel and the West Bank. The wall runs mostly on the West Bank territory, cutting through families, communities and commuting routes. Although illegal under international law, the construction continues to this day, according to the International Court of Justice. In the 17 years since Israel began building the barrier, local and international artists have used it as a blank canvas on which to paint their political statements. The Palestine walls commemorate the resistance and have become symbol carrier to messages of hope. Banksy shows the important role of street art as a tool to question what is happening in the world. For example, he also draws attention to the European migration crisis of the last decade, in which hundreds of thousands of people have fled war and conflict and attempted to reach the continent on dangerous journeys across the Mediterranean Sea and the Aegean Sea. One of Banksy's most famous paintings is The Flower Thrower, combines two of his most popular themes, street fighting and peace. A plea for peaceful change in the world, which however also makes us realize that protests against capitalism or military regime are just as pointless as throwing a bouquet of flowers against the wall. Encounters with the police are one of the reasons why Banksy started using stencils. This technique allows the time that it takes to paint to reduce significantly. The so-called stencil technique evolved from the propaganda art of the early 20th century and was used in the last century to quickly and easily spread political statements. His other works raise awareness to issues such as consumerism, meat consumption, environmental pollution, and adults' ignorance of these problems of the world, caring too little about the future of the following generations, including their own children. And now let's tour the city I live in, Vienna. I am going to show you a few landmarks of Vienna and a few places of interest that if you ever come to Vienna should probably pay a visit to. I'm going to mark what is each location so that you can note it for yourself and then put it on your bucket list. Well guys, this was today's video. Let me know if you would like to see more content of the city of Vienna on my channel. I hope you enjoyed this short version of a video, and I am looking forward to have you as my subscriber and see you at my next videos. Until then, goodbye.